All right. All right. Yo, feel free to say hi once you're on stream. We are gonna do some editing of a proposal. I already started making some selects here, so these are just little bits and pieces that we're gonna use. This was a really cool proposal. Really nice. I didn't actually shoot this. This was Lucan. Lucan is a good friend and great videographer. He's got the R6 Mark II Canon that we're going to be editing today. And then photo was my friend Robert. And they crushed it. The photos too. I can't wait to edit those. Look at that. So if more people hop on here, I'm going to show this trick. Because guess what? This footage is 60 FPS. You might be going 60 FPS. How the hell do you do that? It's called you edit in DaVinci. That's how you do that. I'll show you how you can do that after. Nice. So these are all our selects over here. I think, was that right? So I've done the selects for like the first half. I'm gonna break this up into halves because they have everything up until the proposal. Yeah, I really like that shot. And then they have, after the proposal, they did like a little mini photo shoot kind of session here where they went to some different locations. They had a cigar. This was really epic. You know what? Let's see if we can do the slow-mo thing here. I'll show you how I would do it. If there's a good moment here for it. Let's see. See her eyes. So we're going to grab it when she looks. Oh, she's adjusting her hand and stuff. Let's see. Let's try like this. So by the way, I'm all hotkeys, but that was just P to change the speed. We're going to ripple the timeline because we don't want it to just get rid of the clip. Let's go 20%. Check this out. So this was shot at 60 FPS. So when we slow-mo, the most we can ever go, if we don't want it to stutter like crazy, would be 40%. Most people would do. So when we go 20%, we get this problem here where it starts to do a little bit of this. Okay? We're going to try and fix that. All we got to do is go over the retime and scaling, retime process. Instead of project settings, we're going to go optical flow, motion estimation. We're going to go enhanced better. And now your computer's going to melt. So what you want to do is, I like to just render it in place just to see if it worked. I got a few renders here you can see. So I like to render it just to see if it worked. And if it did work, then I undo what I just did. Because when you have a rendered clip, it's not as good, I think, for color grading. I want to color grade it and then I want to render it all out. So I'll just render it for the sake of like seeing that it works. In fact, if I was being smart about this, there's a better way to do this that I just thought of. Yeah. I'll do it after this. But there is a smarter way to do this that I just thought of. But let's just see if it worked. So, things we want to watch for when we try this little trick out. The areas where we have motion, it is going to be basically guessing around like the stuff where the motion is. Let's check it out. Wow, it kind of did a pretty fucking good job. Let's see. Let's go back to start. Is that not next level? Let's see if there's any areas where it didn't do a good job in this. So here are the type of things that you can look for. I don't know. We're gonna just look. Damn, it did a really good job. The only area where it kind of felt weird maybe is like the finger going there underneath the cigar. But even that, like it basically nailed it. I can't really see any areas that I don't love. And that is how you make 60 FPS look like 120 FPS. And guess what? If you're shooting on the FX3 or the FX30 and you're going 120 FPS, Lucan's camera I know can go up to like 160 or something like that too. It can go pretty high up. So you could then make that look real slow-mo. You can go really crazy with that. But it's a new trick. I can't believe it even exists, I'll be honest. And if you didn't know about it, you should definitely start playing with it in DaVinci. Retime and scaling, retime process, motion estimation. And that's it. That being said, we're going to grab that clip. This is how I get my selects. So this is kind of one of the less glamorous parts of you know, the editing, but it's essential. Is you go through, and especially because I didn't shoot this, so I want to look for moments that I really like. This guy really liked the cigar thing, so we're going to grab a few spots of that. I also happen to know that he likes the look of black and white, so we might play with that in the color grade. Okay, so this is great. So we got the one action, but then the second action was her looking at him. But let's see if we can get a laugh out of him. See that little smirky expression? I kind of like that. A little more emotion there. All right. And then let's just see. Yeah, so they didn't redo this one. So I'm just going to grab that little moment where she looks, just in case we want it. So we got those three. So they're going to look at each other. I think Lucan ran this one a few times. Yeah, he did. Oh, I really like genuine moments like that. Really candid. You want to be careful with like big laughs that the person isn't like looking too crazy with their like massive laugh, but I think that's fine. And what I would do is I would cut maybe in between like there. If you do like a little quick cut from there, and then you know you're only holding for like a second, I think that's completely fine. You just don't want to exaggerate something that's already exaggerated. Okay, this was getting pretty nuclear. Now, the nice thing is I'm pretty sure Lucan's camera has the dynamic range, and he nailed it. Look at this. This guy knows how to expose his image. Even the brightest part of the image, you can see it with the qualifier up there, is just barely, it's not clipping. It's not clipping. So if we grab our highlights and pull it down, we'll be able to restore any amount of that data. I wouldn't actually do the highlights like that. I like to use the custom curves, which when we get into color, I will go through that in a little more detail. Okay. This is just... I don't know if I love the frontal sun and the umbrella behind, and then we got, is that shooter shadows moving around somewhere? Like there. That looks like probably Robert's shadow there. Yeah, let's see what we got here. I think we're gonna be spoiled for choice in what we use, so we're gonna probably say no to that. But I love... This is very dreamy. If we hold on this in slow-mo for like a second or something, there's like a... That could be kind of nice. Let's see. I think I prefer... Actually, the overlapping face is kind of cool. Let's see, does he blink? He's kind of blinking there. It's sunny as hell. I don't blame him. He is there too a little. But this one, we got a more steady, no blinking moment going on here. So what we're going to do is that. I do like how this is completely profile of her. This one is very close, but we get a little bit of her eyebrow there. But this one's just like a purely a profile shot. And then we get him behind her profile of her face, which I kind of like that a lot. You know what? I'm going to grab it just in case. That little laugh there, that's the type of thing that you definitely want to grab. See the... yeah. There. And then sometimes I'll grab like two little moments like that, like the beginning and the end, just because chances are I'm going to cut those pretty quick in between each other, and that'll be more of a jumpy kind of cut situation. And the music matters a lot too, right? It is going to dictate a lot of how we decide to go about it. Damn, that's pretty cool. Let's play with this a bit. Let's go stabilize. Let's see if this ruins it. Nope. I find that when you have, see how the camera's moving on a slight orbit? So when you have a wider lens, I'm going to assume this is Lucan on his 35 mil. So when you have, and he's full frame, so 35 mil full frame, when you have a lens like that and you have a slight orbit motion, perspective is a little better. You want to use translation, I find, when you have longer lenses and it's more of a jitter. That's how you're going to fix that stabilization. And we might do the same slow-mo trick we did earlier, but with this one here. Yeah, we'll go there, and then he's going to bring it back up, and that's an action point, so then we'll cut to... The next action point will be here. We'll wait till his focus grabs there. I don't know if I like that little wink. So we're just gonna ripple delete and go, or ripple slow-mo. We'll just grab like a little piece there, just to have. And then this is our ultra slow-mo that we played with earlier. Okay. Oof. That lens flare. I am a sucker for a lens flare. Let's see what we got here, especially on that Lucan's 35 mil is what I'm guessing he's using here. I'm guessing. I'm not going to check. But, yeah. The thing about it is it's gorgeous. It's got these like, I love these lines that you get. And then I hope there's a cut point where we can go to that kiss from a different angle, but maybe not. So maybe we're doing a jump cut. Maybe it's something like this. In the full grand scheme of the edit, it might be something like that. The reason being, the reason I'm using this one instead of this one is because this one is a lower angle and it's not as frontal, I feel like. This one you get a bit more frontal of a shot of her, and it's, I guess it's still a low angle. It's not as rotated though. Like this is more behind and below, and this is more profile beside them. I love this. This is a really great shot. And also I love the him looking at her, her looking away, kind of with a genuine smile after this kind of moment. So we'll keep those. That'll be an option. Let's see. We got the wine being poured. Unfortunately, we got the exit sign up there, but I bet you I could maybe we'll go real crazy. We'll try to get rid of that. Nice. Nobody's looking at that fucking exit sign because it's green. I'm really not too worried about it, actually. I do want to see as much of this as we can get. So, cling. And then she turns her head, so she's going to look away, so we're just going to keep it there. I feel like, ooh, nice. It's possible Robert was getting photos here too, and they were sharing their time. So, I'm gonna go like this. Great. And this is just selects. This is just grabbing the stuff that we could use. Yeah. Lucan's really good at these like posed kind of couple two shots, I find. So this one I definitely think is one that we kind of hold like this. Yeah, it's probably going to be one we do the optical flow on if we decide to use it. In fact, we probably have too many of those shots where, just for the sake of this, but we're going to use them all. Ooh. God damn, that is a sharp, sharp lens. It's only in focus for like a second. So we want to maximize the amount of focus time that we have with it here. So I'm just going to grab every possible frame. I think till about there. And we'll start by going 40%. Oh yeah, we got more than enough there. Probably don't need to optical flow that even. This is cute. I haven't seen this pose. And I've seen a lot of poses. I don't know if I've seen this pose from this angle like this for video. But it feels very intimate, warm. And what was this one? This was, oh, just like candid. This one's more posy. There's a moment where she's like laughing and talking. No, he wanted the more posy look for sure. Mm-hmm. Go for a kiss. Oh, that's really good. Definitely a lot of these angles you can like see the love. I love when you can see the love in people's eyes and in their faces. Alright, so we've pulled our selects. So we went through all the footage. We would go, okay, so here's all of our footage. This was the first half. Here's the second half now. And here's how I do this. So easy. As I'm going, I'm punching it up to the second track. I just grab it all. Control C. Let's go Control or Command Shift V. I'm on Mac. And then I have it hotkeyed for Shift X, and then I can go Control X. And what Shift X is doing is we're just going Edit, and we're going Delete Gaps. That's all right here. So if you want to push your mouse around, do it that way. I would recommend doing hotkeys. And then we go over here, we go, okay, there's our first half where I did the exact same trick. And I go Control Shift V. Just gonna ripple paste it so that we're not messing with all this. And then I'll press Y to bump this all forward. And this stays how it is if you're on one of my timelines. Like, one thing you could do if you wanted is, let's like rename this timeline for now. Under my proposal, and then what I could do is I could duplicate this, rename this one selects, and then the selects one, let's go show stack timelines just so we can open them both. So the proposal one, we go, okay, goodbye to all you. The selects one, we go, okay, goodbye to all you. Okay. And then now we have, here's all of our selects punched up like that. Here's our proposal, ready to edit. So, oh yeah, and then this track. This one I pre-rendered out. This is like that same optical flow trick. So we're gonna probably use that a lot on this edit here. Now, coffee time. This client gave a song choice because it's the song that they had playing during the proposal, and I love it. Thankfully, I love their song choice. I'm actually gonna just quickly try to turn it up a little. There we go. So it's this kind of nice soft piano. I went and downloaded some birds, some rainforest ambience. What I want to do is, I think I'd like to start with a shot of the two of them and a shot of the, yeah, like, see that? Oh my god. And then we'll do some like kind of, what's the word? Establishing shots. Blanking. Okay. And I just turned off the ripple timeline checkbox there because I'm now at a place where I actually don't want to be affecting my whole timeline. In fact, I kind of like where the music is, so we're gonna also plant it there by disabling these tracks. That's the auto track selector thing. And any live audio, probably won't use live audio is just what I call any audio from the clips. That can go on track 1, and then our songs can be 2, 3, 4. Well, our songs can be 2, and then our sound effects can be 3, 4. Yeah. In fact, I'm sure there'll be no live audio, so let's leave track 1 open, unselected as well, in case we need any more music. We can layer our music tracks together. But because they gave a song for us, I probably want to keep the music just kind of this way with their song. So these are just more general kind of foresty shots. These two shots are very similar, so I think I'm gonna have to pick. I'm just gonna pick this one. And now I do really want to do something fun with this. You know what we're gonna do with this? We're gonna have the title tracked in and then disappear. So we need one more shot prior to this, I feel like. You know what? We're just gonna start with that, but we're gonna do one more, maybe. See, I'm saving this one because that's gonna go after. But I want little vignettes kind of, so like, let's go like this. I'm just pressing home to get myself back to the beginning of the timeline for these like little vignettes. And love that. Basically, I'm hotkeys for everything. The most pushing you'll see me doing is when I am just fine-tuning where I want to put something sometimes. I could mouse push for that too, but I could like hotkey that too, but I just sometimes find it easier. You got two hands, right? So use them both. So let's see, got this. That's actually, I think I just need this. Yeah. Nice. Now let's find our title. And I'm pretty sure I know what the animation I'm gonna do is gonna be. Now I got all these acid bite titles. I don't know if any of them are gonna work for this. But what you can do is, and what you guys should do is, if you buy like a title pack like this, like from Acid Byte, you should just like look at what they're doing that makes it good or makes it cool, and then try to create that for yourself. You know, a large part of what they're doing is just using good fonts. Like the typeface really matters. So let's see here. So basically we're going to have the title come in, and then I want it to be basically gone by the time we're fully in focus. Kind of like that. And we're also going to have it blur out with the rest of this and track, and maybe we won't actually track it. We can probably get away with just like zooming, like keyframing the zoom. But let's play with fonts. Seeing to as like nobody's watching the stream right now, this is a great time for me to play with fonts. Maya. Now, do we want to do X Maya or and Maya? And I think that's what she goes by. Yeah, it is. She has another name, but I think this is what she goes by. Ooh. Okay. What was that one I just saw? Jeez. Oh, this is cool. I like this. See, when he tells me he likes black and white, it makes me tempted to go all out with the black and white. And I have to probably dial it back a little, because I will. I'll go all out with black and white. It'll be too much, so... let's play with this. Okay. Whoops. Proposal media. I'm really liking it. I'm gonna try something. There's a chance I'm not gonna like it. Yep, no, no. Keep that the same. Okay. So now I'm happy with this. I just want to maybe snug this up just slightly. And let's snug this in just slightly. Compound clip. Now, when does this, see how the blur, there, he starts pulling focus here, so that's when we want to start doing this. And I also want it to blur in and out, so all I'm going to do is we're going to go down, grab a Gaussian blur maybe, or a lens blur. What do we think? Probably a Gaussian blur, just something like this. And by here, I want there to be no blur. So nothing here. Set our keyframe. Here, I'm just gonna do this so I can see it. We can have a ton of blur. And then this is where we can start blurring out. And I can still kind of see it, so that's good enough for me. Let's just let's see. I actually don't need it to be as clear for as long, so we can have it blurred for a little longer. And then we can have it blur out a little harder. Ease in. Oh yeah. Okay. Again, we find that spot. This is where so I think, you know what I think we're gonna do actually? We're gonna have one point where it's zero blur in the middle, and otherwise it's either beginning the blur or ending it. And damn, you know what? This isn't blurry enough for my liking, so maybe we'll do it here. That I like. Okay, now we gotta play with the size. But things are looking better. You know what, I shouldn't really just not do these sliders yet, because the size is gonna take a sec here, and the position, let's do. probably butchering this. $1.57. Okay, we're gonna try something here. I think that's it. I wonder if we reduce our playback resolution if we can watch this properly. Nice. Okay, we got that note we're gonna land on here. Right there, that's the note we want to land on, and that's gonna show this. Oh, can we do this? This might ruin everything, so bear with me. I don't know if it ruins everything. Maybe we'll show the wine a little more closer to when they're actually drinking it. Actually, it's a fun little foreshadow. Maybe we'll show it first. And I like both these shots, so. fast keys, fast cuts. Oh, I like that a lot. Has this been stabilized yet? No. There we go. Now, we're going to go to them entering. Oh, I think that's better than that one. And you know what? Whoops. We can just go to 100% speed on those. That's better. Now we're fading out, and we're going to come in with this. I think this is where the song kind of ramps up a little too. It's not the most energetic song, but let's see. A little bit. So here they come. Now here's an example of where I'm going to try translation, stabilization. Maybe it won't work. Let's try perspective. This might be weird. You know what it is? It's that little drop there, and there's nothing. So here's the thing. There's nothing we can do about stabilization when we have a foreground element like this, because it can't figure out what is behind there. It's just not possible. So we'll just start it from where it can figure out, which is like right there. And maybe they get closer, it's even better. Let's see. Let's go like 80% speed just to see. Did I do it? Yeah. I think there. And let's play with the dynamic zoom on this one a little bit. Oh, we want to go back to full on our playback resolution. I think we can go further. We can push this camera a bit, the pixel density a bit. Oh, what is that? That's pretty good. Just for fun, let's try reversing the dynamic zoom. I think I like that more. Let's try reversing it and going further with it. There it is. Let's hear the audio. I mean, the audio is just the music, so we're just gonna keep music. I'll probably layer in some the bird noises and stuff. A bit more here. Let's go back to our shots here. Ooh. Here's why we keep our selects. Remember when we pulled that one of that plant and got rid of the other one? Well, now I want it back. So, we go find it. There it is. Control C. And I'm just playing around here. We're just playing around, seeing if we like any of this. I just feel like the song is pretty allowing for us to do that sort of thing there. What was that shot? Let's grab a full shot. This shot. Just to see. Done with that. Don't like the jump, so let's find some connective tissue. It's probably okay to reuse, but I could just use this. This could be kind of interesting. It might not work, but we're gonna try. And then that's like the actual proposal. Let's just go from the top and see what we've got so far here. Yeah, the title's gonna crunch a little, that's fine. This shot's really gonna crunch because anything with optical flow on is gonna crunch. Nice. I don't mind how much this is. But I feel like I need to do something to make it better. And we also need it to be a little more... I don't know, let's see. The timing's gotta be perfect. See, there's a cut here. There we go. And then we're gonna start drawing out the shots a little more, let him play for a little longer. Here's the proposal here, I think. Yeah. want to cut on actions, so let's... Oh, she like laughs at him when he goes down on a knee. That's great. Well, I can't change that. That's a memory though. He put it on the wrong hand, but I'm not gonna worry about that. I just want to show this in full. And let's hear the audio. Okay, here's the thing, is I do actually really want the audio here. I don't want that, whatever that is. And, but they had, what was I doing? This is why I had this track. So let's drag that back. They did have the same song playing, so we might run into an issue here. So let's find out. Probably not. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna do that. And I actually want to try the voice isolation a little bit here. Let's see how much we can crank it.
Yes. Yes. So beautiful.
Did you want to marry me? I want to try something there. Her yes was loud enough, I feel like, but him asking might not have been. So, whoops. So we're gonna try something. So now we're just listening to this one track, we're soloing it. We're gonna go voice isolation to the max. This is gonna fuck it up a little, probably. Yeah, it's really struggling with that with the piano in the background and all the noise going on here. But regardless, let's see if we can use the equalizer to pump up some of the vocal frequencies a bit here. Trying to like go extra. We definitely don't want these high frequencies. Unfortunately, I think this is the best we can do when it comes to the audio for this bit.
Yes. Yes.
We're just adding a second layer of the most of his voice that we could pull. And now we're going to Okay, because I've done this, I'm just gonna go down another track and we're gonna give ourselves one more track here to work with. Because this needs to go away, but then it needs to come back. Okay. It's probably an easier way to do what I just did, but whatever. Just for timing's sake, let's go. Something like that.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So beautiful.
I think we can go like this.
So beautiful.
And okay. Now we're cooking. We've got a little bit of style, a little bit of long form, so we see the whole thing. Can't wait to color grade this. Yeah. I typically watch back my stuff a lot just to make sure that it's having the impact I want it to have.
Yes. Yes. So beautiful.
Yeah, I wish the audio was a little better there, but you know what? What can you do? It's fine. Okay. Yeah. So now let's show maybe this one. Because we just got them kissing a bunch. I don't necessarily just want to show a montage of kisses here. I think that's enough kisses. They know they kissed. Okay. Is there people talking here? Let's find out. Oh no, this is just them talking about it being on the wrong hand. Now let's hear the song a little bit. We might actually cheat the song forward. Jump into a later portion of the song. Oh yeah, there's like the bass drop right there. So maybe we'll use that. Well, definitely would you'd use that over the other part that we're at. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's it. That's the climactic point of the song. So fair enough. We're gonna grab it. And probably just like that. want one more kind of expositional kind of shot here. Hopefully one that we haven't used. And then, oh, it's a good spot to put the ring, actually. And you know what? I don't want this to be a jump, so we can go like that, maybe? I'm also tired of that happening. Okay, now we have this really fun shot that I've been wanting to do here. This one. Boom. I love this. Can we decompose to the original? Oh, no way we can. Okay. Hell yeah, that's great. So, we've got it rendered, but we can decompose it as needed, apparently. And see our retime effects here. So there's a few things going on with this shot. I want sound effects, I feel like, for this shot. Oops. Artless, here I come. Sound effects. I have an orchestral riser. What about like a whoosh? Nope. Nope. Come on. Okay, let's say slow whoosh. Much better. Ooh, if that one wasn't so electronic. I'm gonna try this one. Oh. Okay. We're gonna try this one. Okay. Do we want a transition here? Trying to use these more sparingly, but I do have, like, this is kind of my go-to. It's kind of fun. Ooh, just a little flash there, maybe? That's kind of fun. That I can handle. And let's do ourselves a little extra here. Oh, that's fun. I do like that a lot. Minus. Okay. The one thing we could always have more of is more of like the woods, the B-roll, just shots of yeah. God damn, love that posing. So we got them smoking the cigar, them here in the... I definitely want to end with this one, I think. Let's do this one next. Want to hold it a little longer. Maybe we hold it to there. Nice. I see somebody's watching the stream. To be honest, I just am streaming mostly because why not? Because I was doing this anyway, so I figure I may as well be streaming. So I hope that you can get some sort of value from this. This is great, because we have... So the nice thing is, I love these really posy, kind of epic shots, but then following it with some really candid, genuine emotion, I think is important. You don't want it all to feel like posed and voguey. Yeah. Oh yeah. I think this is our time to plop this guy in. So, when you tick or untick the ripple timeline box, you'll notice this speed box unhighlights itself, which is kind of annoying, because what I like to do is when I change my speed, I hit P, and then this is already highlighted, so I can just go 100, I can go back, and then I can go P, I can go 40, but if I go P, 100, and then I go ripple timeline, change, and then P again, see this? DaVinci, you could fix that for me, that would be great. But yeah, anyways. It doesn't actually happen if you do it the other way, so see how it's there now? Anyways, Control X that, go to home. I think we might want another little spice moment here from our overlays. Seems like a lot. 20. You go optical flow. That's better. And we're also going to stabilize this one. I want this one to look really stable. I'm just going to trust that it did it. And we'll render it later. Again, we got that nice candid emotion following this, so cutting on action. So see, I wait till he turns his head, and then I'm gonna cut. Ooh. New little note there that we hit with the piano. Okay, we're done with all these, so they're just confusing me now, so I'm just gonna get rid of them. And we're just moving everything a bit closer here. We're done with all this. I don't think I'll use this. They have some really good smoking stuff when we get into the woods, so done with all this. Done with that. Used it. Okay, now we're in the smoking stuff here. And we got this. Now, what do we want to end our little film here with? Let's decide that now. I think this sequence is the end of the film here. The cheers. So that being said, I think this one comes next. Just trying something. Might not like it. I don't hate it. Interesting that it decided to get rid of my transition there. Here we are, the final stretch. How long is the streaming going? About an hour? An hour ago? So we almost have the full cut done. It's been about an hour. Not bad. Let's go crazy. Let's do 20% optical flow. That's better. This one I'm gonna render in place. This one I need to see what it's gonna look like in order to decide whether or not we're actually gonna do the optical flow. Let's check it out. I like it. This actually comes after, I think. Well, it comes after this at least. So, yeah, be more like that. Check this too. We're gonna go like that. Little flip to white there too. Hmm. Alright, what did I miss or not use? Because I need one more. Nice. I think it's time to color grade and then output. The nice thing about Lucan using the EOS R6 Mark II, you could basically get away with not color grading this. Like it's pretty close. That's not what I'm gonna do, but we can get away with it. It's like sometimes I like to play first looking at my power grades, see if there's any that I love that I've used previously, make my stuff kind of have a similar look. Ooh. This is a power grade that I created for a different project, but I might use here. I really like this. Just a little more contrast, maybe. Actually, I feel like not having contrast is kind of the point with that grade. So, this one, let's see, which one's doing color? This one. So this one we're just gonna, actually the one before that we're gonna try offsetting. And we just want it to look a little closer to this. And then it could also come up a little bit in its levels. Yeah, see the offset's still too blue. Alright. I'm so used to Sony, you get the bluest greens. Okay, let's grab that. There it is. Ugh, we're exporting. Peace.